episode 100 of
The Eldritch Podblast.
I am Margaret.
I'm Jack.
And hello, welcome to the 100th episode.
Welcome to me knocking number one for an hour or an hour and a half. And I will consistently nudge it and you'll see it just go.
To be fair, I think I'm the same with this 0. Look.
Did
we realise that these balloons were going to be this big when we ordered them?
No. Did I realise as I was buying them in the shop? Yes. Yeah. Was it too late? Also yes.
Also yes.
Could I do anything about it?
No. Because like here in UK, I'm assuming you probably have places like this all over the world, right? You can buy the balloons in shop and then they'll put like helium in them for you.
And I bought them. And you know one of those doors where it's like it's just a slit of glass? I was stood at the front of the shop and the person took them to the back to inflate them for me. And then I saw one of the zeros just pass by the window and I was like...
Uh-oh. He messaged me and he was like, uh-oh. They're huge. And
huge.
I didn't quite understand the magnitude of the situation at this point.
They fit in the frame.
They do.
It's a slightly wider frame today.
We've had to do a little bit of finagling with the camera, so the angle's a bit different. But I think they look really cool.
I'm very far across the table in comparison to normal.
Yeah, I'm quite far across the table.
Well, not very,
too.
Just a bit.
Yeah, but it's enough to throw off my jujitsu.
My jujitsu?
My jujitsu?
You know your jujitsu well. You know your jujitsu well.
My karma? Oh, what's
your
the
feng
word?
Shui?
My feng shui. I
don't think that's the right word because that's the way a room is set up.
That's true. My zen.
Your zen.
Knocking off my zen.
My zen.
My zen.
My happy place.
My happy place.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they look great, and we did it.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
How serendipitous is it that the 100th episode is on New Year's Day, 2024?
Happy New Year.
New Year, new us. Huh?
New Year, new us on the 17th of December.
Yeah, New Year, new us.
Just cranking them out. we tried to get a couple of weeks off, so we had to like pre-record some stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit early, but you know, for you, it's 2024, baby.
It's 2024.
You had a big old hoo-ha last night. Or you did nothing and you stayed in.
Or you did nothing like us.
Yeah.
Because I can guarantee we did
nothing.
Absolutely nout.
I hope so, because I need some time to do now.
Me too. I need a little bit of time.
I need some time off.
To do now. Yeah.
I'm gonna be having it right now.
Yeah.
Just
now.
Think of me just eating some cheese on the settee, stroking my dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's how it is. That's how it be.
Yeah. What do you think we're going to do New Year's Day?
Eve. No. I reckon we'll probably watch Jules Holland and sit there.
True. Oh, well. So, first of all, big up Jules Holland.
Big up Jules Holland.
Jules Holland.
Jules Holland.
Jules Holland is a lad. And,
Jules Holland.
He always has his hootenanny every year.
The hootenanny.
The hootenanny. Who knew that it was pre-recorded?
Was it always been pre-recorded?
I don't think it's always been pre-recorded.
Was it just pre-recorded because of COVID?
I think so, and I think it's remained pre-recorded.
That's like
True. And I guess it's like this.
I think like everyone loves doing things live.
Yeah.
Until they realize like how good pre-recording it is, and then they pre-record and they're like.
Yeah, true that. So yeah, we'll probably watch that and then do now.
Probably, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope you had a wonderful New Year, however you chose to celebrate it. If you chose to celebrate it at all, what did you get up to?
Did you have a hoo-ha?
Yeah, did you have a hoo-ha?
Did you be doing the hoo-ha?
Are you hungover?
Did you hoo the ha?
Did you me when I hoo
your ha?
Are you hungover? Are you tired? Are you not even watching this on New Year's Day because you can get out of bed? Or are you just
in bed right now?
In a cheese coma?
Yeah, in a cheese coma like me.
Yeah, I feel like the cheese coma days have kind of passed. I feel like that's anything from Boxing Day to the 29th or the 30th. Is it when does New Year start? Is it the 30th?
The 1st.
Yeah, but what's New Year's Eve? Is there
30
days have September, April, June, and November? All the rest have 31. Yeah, so the 31st. Like, all the way up until then, I feel like that's no man's land.
Did you not know, Margaret? That was yesterday, right?
Oh! Yes!
Right?
Oh my gosh, it was yesterday.
Yeah, not like 20 days in the future.
No!
Not at all.
No! So, yes. 100.
100.
I know I keep saying it.
A fat one, honey.
And do you remember when we first started in every episode? I remember in like the 3rd episode, we were like, can't believe it's the 3rd episode.
I know, yeah. And then, it was like when it started to get around the 50s.
Yeah.
It was like 50 episodes.
Yeah, I know.
Now 100. 100.
That we're like so far off. So short off a year. And again, our year anniversary is the 16th of January. So our year video will be going up 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
I don't really know what we're going to be doing in the year
Might just
video.
do a normal one because we celebrated this.
Yeah, I feel like this is... Oh, goodness. Oh,
100.
I feel like this is like an amalgamation of 100 episodes.
And almost a year.
And almost a year, right?
We're just shy of a year.
Yeah, unless there's anything you'd like to see us doing.
Yeah, for the year.
Then in which case, please let us know. We read your comments and we'd like to know. One thing we are doing, new year, new us, we're streaming.
Yeah, we're streaming on the Sunday of this week.
Yeah, oh my God, it's this coming Sunday.
It's this coming Sunday. Sunday the 7th. We will be streaming live on Twitch.
Yes.
Come and enjoy some hoo-haring.
Some hoo-ha.
Live.
Yeah.
And you can come and chat to us and pick our brains about things.
Yeah.
And just watch all of this, but in a more interactive way.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm really excited.
I'm so excited.
I can't wait. It's going to be so
now
good.
that everything's kind of finalized and it's it's decided, we're definitely doing it. I'm so excited.
Yes.
And we're going to be doing, I think we've already talked about this. I don't know what we're doing on there, but we're going to be doing...
That was in the skit that we didn't record today.
No. No. God, no, we didn't record that today. Yeah, that was in the skit that you've already seen.
Yes, because that...
Last week. Yeah, last Monday. Oh my gosh, yes, of course, last Monday you saw it. So
it's all over the place. Anyway,
it is.
But you saw the skit.
Yeah, so we are doing our campaign update weekly. That's going to be an extra VOD here on YouTube. So you're still going to get the 2 podcasts.
You can catch it live early on Twitch.
Yeah, you can catch us on Twitch talking about our campaign update, which is very exciting.
Very exciting.
And we're going to be doing live advice. We're going to be doing live reviewing your homebrew stuff. There's everything that we kind of do on the podcast we're going to be doing live.
Yeah, we're going to do some of the stuff that maybe people who enjoy this channel. There's a few people who just live and breathe the podcast, and they love like when we play the games.
Yeah,
they love when we do the character creations. They love when we just basically have a good hoo-ha, you know?
Hoo-ha. Take a shot every
is
time
the word of the
hoo-ha.
day. Take a shot every time we say who and ha.
Oh my God. Oh no. Absolutely
good
pounding them shots.
So yeah, like, you know, so we're going to be just taking those things over there, and we're going to be doing, you know, just other things like reviewing content.
Yeah.
Just having a silly goofy time.
Yeah, I feel like when we actually start doing it, we'll have a better idea of like what becomes of us.
What's
you know?
good, you know?
Yeah. What's good? So, to be honest, I'm really hoping that things like the character creation, like, because if you don't know, we have a form where you can send us in ideas for your characters and we flesh them out on the podcast.
And we're saving them for all Twitch.
Yeah, right like now. I think that having your input as we go will really shape the characters in a different way than it does like with us. So that's something I'm really looking forward to.
I can't wait for that. It's gonna be
tune in to our Twitch, twitch.tv/Eldritch Podblast.
Tune in live.
We're going to go live every Sunday. The other days undecided.
The other days either Tuesday or Friday.
Tuesday or Friday, we don't really know yet, to be honest. So yeah, find us this coming Sunday the 7th on Twitch.
Very good.
I'm trying to think if there's anything to update you on. I have a really big spot on my face.
That's okay.
Man, when we were filming the skit, I was
Don't touch it.
I've been touching it. I've been touching it the whole time.
When you get a spot, you can pop it,
I know.
clean it, and then just don't touch it.
You know what? I didn't even pop it. It was like a big white head. And you'll know, if you have spots and you've tried to put makeup on them, if you pop them, obviously they're like open
wounds.
Open. Oh my God, I did it twice. Open, right? So like putting makeup on it just makes it worse. Yeah. I didn't even pop it. So when you
take a pop it, clean it, and then just leave it. Do not touch it.
White head on my face.
If you don't touch spots, they will go away.
Can't be me. Literally could never be me.
You know, but that's not the case. Although
the second I get a spot, I'm like,
nah, you can't touch it. You gotta leave it. You gotta have the willpower.
No, I don't.
You gotta have the willpower to just not touch it.
Don't have it. Don't have the willpower.
You gotta.
Don't have it. What else?
There's Nout. We've recorded 4 and skates and everything.
Yeah, I know.
There's not a huge amount to update you on.
I know. I guess. Well, I was going to say let's get on to topic, but the topic is a mixture of everything we do
to celebrate the 100.
Yeah,
the fat 100. We're gonna do. I've got them here. We're gonna do a horror, a wholesome, a homebrew house rule, an am I the asshole, an unpopular opinion, and an advice to just encompass everything that sort of like has made this channel what it is, which is basically you. across the first 100 episodes.
Yeah.
So we wanted to just like pick one of each and then just do like an amalgamation of them all.
Yeah, and they're all submissions. They've all been sent in by you.
Yeah.
You know what? We were like, do we do ones that we've already read and like highlight ones we've already done?
Yeah,
but like, how would we possibly pick from?
I don't know. There's too many, isn't
everything?
there?
Yeah.
There's at least like 99 episodes worth.
Huh? What do you think?
Quick maths.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Very quick.
Any
maths.
more?
At 99 plus 1.
Oh my god.
Is 100.
Oh my god. Oh
Let's
my.
go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go, baby.
And you know what? I think back to the first episode of us. I say this all the time. Us sat there terrified, and us now being like, me being like,
yeah. It's just it's nice to see how far it's come.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's nice to just be able to, be yourself on the internet and have people enjoy that.
Do you think this is us now?
Yeah.
Like, do you think there's still like weird layers of us that are gonna?
This is it.
Yeah, I think so.
I think this is it.
I think so. I think we became like super comfortable, like
quite quickly, actually.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think we it wasn't like immediate. It took a little while.
It did,
but it was definitely like instantaneous. We were just getting more comfortable as it went.
Yeah, definitely.
And
definitely,
it's good, isn't it? Like we can still like take things seriously when we need to, but most of the time it's just a fucking hoo-ha.
Oh my god, shots!
Just a fucking hoo-ha for the boys.
Yeah, for just the boys.
Just the boys.
Anyone else, get out of here. We're a podcast for boys.
For boys and boys only.
Boys only.
You know we love men here.
Yeah, the girls and them, get out of here.
The boys.
Go on, get.
It was that submission where the Discord channel was called The Boys. And then obviously somebody went through a transition.
Oh yeah,
and then they were like,
they changed the name. Chat.
Yeah, that's why I always say the boys now.
Us not recognizing that there's anyone other than boys.
The boys,
just the boy, the boysies, the boysies.
Tin of paint with the boys.
Big tin of paint with the lads.
Bag of cans with the lads.
Can you tell us?
It's just
yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez, eh?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
But honestly, like every single time, like I don't know if you do this, when I think of like milestones in the future, like a year, like we were always gonna get to a year, right?
Were we?
Yeah, we were always gonna get to a year.
I don't know if you said that after the first one.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god. Have we ever told this story
about
how I absolutely kicked off before we filmed the first one?
Before we filmed the first one.
Well, yeah, because all right, this is very demoralizing for me to tell you this story.
You don't have to tell them if you don't want. It was weird though, because obviously, let me just move this pop down a little bit. When we filmed the first one, we had no idea what it was going to look like, what it was going to sound like,
absolutely
what really like it was going to be.
What it was going to be, yeah.
So like. I think we had creative differences in that moment.
Very much so, yeah.
And
I freaked the fuck out.
You did.
Yeah.
You did a little freak.
So like, it's so weird about how the podcast came about, because obviously we're both self-employed. We own and run our own business on Etsy, which is Hellbound Dice, which is all D&D related, right? And D&D is like such a huge part of like our lives. It's like the defining thing of our lives, I think. And I don't really know how it came about, because I've tried YouTube a couple of times. When I say a couple of times, I mean when I was like 15 doing covers of like...
And then you did cosplay.
And then I did cosplay, and I did 2 videos. And one of them was like not like super popular, but one like got a decent amount of views, and I got like a decent amount. But then I just kind of got too busy to do that.
Yeah.
And I think I've always wanted to do something online.
Yeah.
But I think... me doing it myself wasn't ever gonna work. Let's be real.
Why?
I had a real issue with following through with things.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore. I think now that I've actually found something I like, I don't
struggle with it.
Struggle to commit to things anymore. Like the podcast, like we've missed one because
the dog was sick.
The dog was sick, and that's it. Whereas if it was just me, I don't know if I would have had the motivation to do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it wouldn't have just been me, because it's not just us. It's like the whole community. You know what I mean? Like, I think you guys probably would have pushed me on to want to do it, because I wouldn't have felt alone in it.
Yeah.
But, like, because I do it with you.
Yeah.
Like, I know that there's always, and let's face it, we're both funnier when we have each other to bounce off.
I agree.
Like,
I think the chemistry between us is what really makes the podcast.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know, like our takes and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
If you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. That's not the point.
Yeah.
I think the whole point is it's entertaining.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You
yeah.
know, not to fucking toot my own trumpet.
Go on, toot it. Yeah, I agree.
You know, like it is entertaining.
Yeah.
And like that's what we want to keep it. It's just, you know, bit of fucking crack with the lads, isn't it?
A bit of chin of paint with the lads.
Chin of paint with the lads.
So all of this to say, the first episode, like, we hadn't planned anything. I had designed the logo.
Scripts.
Like,
We
put the script together. Well, I put the script together because it was all. We did an AI episode.
Yeah.
And then we did a.
Well, we only did one.
No, we did two.
Did we?
Yeah,
No, I think we did one.
No, we did a couple of AI videos actually.
No, but like on that day, we only recorded one episode.
We only recorded one episode on the day. Yeah. Like, but yeah, I remember I put the script together. And I just designed the logo, like maybe the day of. Like, I'd been working on it for a few weeks, but then I finally designed the logo. And I was stressed out because it didn't look exactly how I pictured it in my mind when we sat down. And we didn't know how to do, like, test frames. And we didn't know how to...
still don't really.
Oh, yeah, well, still don't. But, you know, we didn't have the forethought to think to do, like, a test frame.
Yeah,
and
we
set
just
the
hit
lighting
record
up,
and
we had... one box light.
Yeah.
Did we even have
it was
a box
only
light?
one box light and it was on you.
Yeah, we had one box light and we didn't know how to set the frame up and it was
I was holding the microphone.
You were we didn't
I was
even
like
have,
holding it like that.
Yeah, we didn't even have proper
Didn't
mics.
have mic stands. Yeah.
So it was a stressful time and I freaked the
You
fuck out.
You did do a freak.
But then we pulled it together and we had a lot of fun.
And then we went, we recorded it and it was good, yeah. And then people started to enjoy it. Because, it was weird in the beginning, wasn't it? Because we were like, let's just upload and then, like, see what people like.
Yeah,
we were like, it could go the entire year and nobody could interact with it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And if that's the case, that's the case. And then we'll just see what sticks.
Yeah.
But it didn't, that wasn't quite how it went.
And you know what? I still don't really know why.
I don't either.
Like, I don't really know why in those first few episodes, like, it took a few days for people to actually find the first video and watch it and comment.
And, you know, and then there was like the person with the first comment.
Yeah.
I remember that. And then...
And do you know who left pretty much the second ever comment on our channel? Sephi.
Yeah.
Sephi left this, I think, the second ever comment on our channel, and Sephi has been with us ever since. Sephi, you are an OG.
Yeah, you are an OG.
Like, an absolute OG.
Yeah, it's mad. Some people are like, man, I've been here since episode 11.
Oh
or
my
like that. And I'm
God.
Like,
I know, insane.
and now we're on 100.
Now we're on 100. Absolutely
it's just
wild.
It's, you know, it's become far more than I ever thought it was going to become.
Same. Especially in a year.
In the first 100 episodes.
Yeah, same.
You know, like, and now we've got this, like, Twitch opportunity.
Yeah.
And people buy our merch. And, like, our Hellbound store has been more successful than it's ever been because of it.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
Yeah, thanks. And I remember, because I still don't have TikTok personally. I only have TikTok because of this.
Cannot relate.
And at the beginning, we were like posting some TikToks, and I've like always edited the TikToks. I think at the beginning you edited a few, but I think we ended up splitting it. So it's like I was in charge of TikTok.
Yeah.
You were in charge of the YouTube video.
Yeah.
And I remember like when the first like ones went like not viral, but viral
for us.
For us.
Yeah, for us, definitely.
And they were getting like hundreds of thousands of views, and I was like,
I know.
And it was just absolutely crazy. And the support that we get on TikTok is unbelievable.
Oh my God. Like every single time, like immediately as well.
Yeah,
like,
it's insane. Like I think, I don't know, like, because I was new to TikTok and then we did it and then it like, that's where we started gaining notoriety, and basically most of you will have come across from TikTok. And for us to get that and me to not really know what I'm doing felt like great, but also like I was completely out of my depth.
Yeah, see, like I'd ran the TikTok for like the business for a while, so I kind of knew what it was like to post on TikTok, but you'd obviously never done anything.
Never
like,
really been on
media
TikTok
wise.
personally.
Yeah. So it's wild because we hit 1 million likes.
About a month ago.
Yes, something like that. Which is absolutely insane.
Wild.
And, you know, this once again all cycles back round to when I was like, I don't know why the first videos got those first few
Don't know.
views and those first few subscribers. And I feel like we're always going to ask that question, right?
Yeah.
So
maybe it was just better than we thought.
yeah, maybe.
Because now we look at those and we're like,
I know.
But, you know, to you, when you saw it, that you didn't, like, obviously you didn't have that.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, this is all right.
Yeah, so, my God.
You know, thank you for doing that.
So
Because it was pretty cringe.
It was pretty cringe looking back on it.
To us it is.
It was. But, you know, to be fair, when we went back and we looked over some of those old videos in the 6-month anniversary, so many people were like, it really, like, isn't as bad as what you think it is. Like, yeah, we obviously were so nervous and we were so different.
Look, you can say it.
Yeah, I know. We don't mind. We don't mind.
It's painful looking back at those videos.
I wonder if...
I think every content creator has that. They look back at the old stuff and they're like...
totally. Like, I get the feeling we're probably going to look in a year. We'll probably look back on this and be like, for like whatever reason, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I think like it would be nice at some point. Like thinking about going forward, like one goal I think I do have is to maybe move the podcast out of our kitchen.
Oh my God, 100%.
Like if it got big enough where we could have a space that wasn't the dining room table.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And I'm looking at like the chopping board and the toaster and the coffee machine
dirty plates.
and our dirty plates over there while I'm doing the podcast.
Yeah, I completely agree.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
But you know,
like being able to but yeah, I agree. Like, you know, in another year's time, like this has far exceeded anything we ever thought. We didn't even think we'd get monetized in the first year.
No.
Like, so that's opened up so many new avenues. And like, would you want to get like a studio? Would you want to like build something?
I don't really know. It would just nice to not be in here.
Yeah.
I don't really know where.
Yeah,
like,
me neither.
Yeah, could we get like a space? Could we like, I don't know. Could we like just get rid of an office and just have like the upstairs office for the podcast?
Yeah, I agree.
That would be sick.
That would be nice.
That would be quite nice.
That would be really cool.
But then I don't know where I would work.
Yeah, true. So yeah,
that'd be cool.
Here's to another
100 more.
Another 100 more.
100 more.
And again, the whole posting twice a week. Where did we pull that out of our asses from?
Well, it's because YouTube recommends that you post 3 times a week.
Yeah,
and we were like, we can't do that.
There's no way we could have posted 3 times a week. Like sometimes even 2 times a week is a lot.
I think as well though, I think at the beginning it was the episodes were really short.
They were like what, sub 120?
Sub about 45 minutes.
No, they were always over like an hour. Always.
Don't think so.
Yeah, they were.
Don't know.
Go on, take a look.
Go
on. Yeah, they were always over an hour, but you know, there was a point, do you remember, where there was so much stuff to get through all the time?
Yeah.
All of our episodes were like over 2 hours. Like easy over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I feel like we found a sweet spot of anywhere between an hour 20 and like an hour 40, I would say. Like that's our sweet spot. And we've been going over it a little bit recently. But
I mean, yeah, so in the first one was an hour and 17.
Yeah.
The second one was 56 minutes.
Jeez.
The 5th one was 59 minutes.
Yeah.
They were all about an hour or just under.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I think we definitely settled on the sweet spot of the hour and 20 to an hour and 40.
Yeah, totally. I think that's a good length for a podcast,
yeah, because,
right?
Again, like you said before, like when you're a new viewer to something, you see 2 hours
and you're like,
that's a lot to commit to if I don't know if I like it.
Unless you're watching a video essay about iCarly,
which is
and it's
6
8 hours long. Big up Quentin.
Don't know how you watch them.
I love them. I put them on over the course of like a week.
To be fair though, yeah, I'm like, I don't know, but I've watched hundreds of hours of Critical Role.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like what, 3-4 hours each.
Yeah, they're about 4 hours each, right? And you watch streamers too.
Yeah,
like
who stream
continuously
for like 5, 6, 7 hours.
Yeah. Here's us like, we'll stream for 3 hours.
I don't think 3 hours is a bad time.
No, I agree. I think 3 hours is a good amount of time.
I guess we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else to recount you on over the journey, but kind of as it stands right now, because I have to be completely honest, putting together the 100th episode in the middle of the Christmas episode and the Christmas rush for us we haven't necessarily had a lot of time to kind of go back over things and compile things.
Yeah.
Like maybe for the year episode, we'll have the time to.
Yeah.
We were saying this before. It's kind of a shame that all these things are happening when we're the absolute busiest.
The Christmas
we've ever
episode,
been.
the 100th episode, the Twitch announcements.
Yeah,
and we're like doing that all at the same time as trying to get Christmas orders out. It's been, do you want to know what? It's been tough.
It has been
tough.
It's
been a bit tough.
It's been a little bit tough.
But we wanted to do it.
Yeah, we wanted to do it.
For you.
We wanted to do it for you.
For you and for us.
Yeah, because...
But mainly for you.
You know, again, we say it all the time. If it weren't for you, this wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be on the 100th episode. No. We wouldn't have had, I don't think, the motivation to continue to this degree.
Yeah.
Without all of your support. We have a huge community on our Discord. We have a huge community on YouTube. We have a huge community on Spotify now.
TikTok.
On TikTok. It's if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't
be doing it.
We wouldn't be doing it.
We wouldn't be continuing, I don't think, at this point.
Yeah.
I think we'd have told ourselves at the beginning, it'll take a year probably. And I don't know if there was nothing, no response, no feedback.
For the amount of work it is.
I don't know if we could have done it.
Same. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for keeping the Eldritch Podblast going, truly.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's hit him with a... Oh, thank you. We love you so much. Thank you for being here.
I love you.
I love you. Bye.
But it's not the end yet.
So, shall we get into some of the things we have prepared?
Absolutely.
All right. So, I think the first one is a horror story.
It is a horror, then it's a wholesome, then it's a homebrew, then it's an am I the asshole, an unpopular opinion, and then some advice.
We have a mix of it all. And you know what? I was going to space the horror and the wholesome out, but I was like, I can't do that.
No. You gotta do them back to back.
I can't do that.
They're
That's
like
horrid.
That.
Yeah. It would be a horrible. I would be a miscreant to do that to you.
A miscreant.
So, this horror story. This has been sent in by Paris, and she goes by she, they.
Thank you, Paris. Paris is a mod in our Discord.
She put in her name. Paris, in brackets, you might know me. I mean, I'm one of your Discord mods, but who knows? Maybe you don't.
Who are you?
Who
are you?
Paris. Who's that? I don't know.
No idea.
Thank you so much, Paris.
Cheers, Paris.
So, hey, I have another horror story for you, though this one is a lot more lighthearted. This is a story of the 5 legendary reaction ancient red dragon, Liliad Nortum Lawrence Morgaster IV.
What?
Paris did she put IV and then in brackets because she knows. She went 4th. Thank you, Paris.
No, yeah.
We were a party of level 7 characters consisting of a rogue, a wizard, a paladin, a cleric, and a bard, me, playing in a mini campaign. For the sake of my own sanity and yours, we will call the dragon Lily.
Lily the dragon.
Lily the dragon. Lily was the final boss in our little expedition. The DM had warned us that it might be a little tricky, but we hadn't realized just how tricky it would be. Upon facing Lily, we were rather shaken, and after all, we were all level 7. However, it was the last boss, so what the heck? We started blasting!
Yeah, and I started blasting.
Safe to say, we went down pretty crit, and I regretted not picking up more health potions at the village. With a lot of planning, some death saves, and a lot of heals later, we'd finally managed to get Lily to expend those 3 legendary resistances.
Yes!
Listen, the plan of just somehow getting them done.
Just burn them. And the thing is, you don't want to burn your highest levels, but you want to burn something high enough that it's worth saving, like spending it.
Totally.
So it's a fine balance.
Yeah, you know the wizard was fucking putting their work in there.
Yeah. Just fireball after fireball.
We thought that this was the final leg. Just dance around, do our best to avoid the beast's attacks, and play it safe. At last, the wizard would risk it, finally casting Lightning Bolt. We rejoiced, finally we might get some actual damage on this thing without the threat of a legendary resistance.
Mm-hmm.
We all congratulate the wizard, only to be silenced by the DM as they casually say, Liliad Nortum Lawrence Morgaster IV uses a 4th legendary resistance. We all fall silent. Some mute their mics and others just scarily silent. The group chat we had without the DM blows up. By the time I recover from my utter shock, there's already 20 messages. Everyone is outraged.
I'm not surprised.
A 4th legendary resistance? It's unheard of. The silence is finally broken by the DM, who simply says, I did warn you guys it would be a little tricky. Being good sports, we finally decided that we continue the fight. It was the last one after all, and it was only an extra resistance. With one level 3 spell left after using Mass Healing Word twice, I finally decided to use Bestow Curse.
Bestow Curse.
A
very underrated spell.
Agreed.
IMO.
Only for the DM.
Oh, man.
To once again announce the use of a legendary action. Resistance, making this the 5th resistance use. After this, no one was game enough to use any other sort of saving throw spell, knowing that a 5th time would become a 6th. It went downhill fast for this point, and it resulted in a TPK. After the session, 2 of the players chewed out the DM, and we all ended up leaving and not engaging with that DM again. It was an experience I would not wish upon my worst enemy. We talked about this recently.
What level were they?
Level 7.
Level 7. So, like, the thing is, right, Critical Role campaign, 1 spoilers, a very quick... In fact, I won't even spoil it. I'll just say the boss at the end has 5 legendary resistances.
Yeah.
And but they were...
Level 20.
Level 20.
Yeah. Like, at level 7, to be fair, I think a party of level 7s, especially of that kind of makeup, probably could take down an ancient red dragon. Or is it an adult?
I think they could take it down an adult. An ancient would fry them to
Yeah,
bits.
I was going to say ancient's like the tippy top, isn't it?
The tippy top, and is one of the most dangerous dragons.
Yeah. Whereas... Yeah, I think I'm thinking of an adult, actually.
Yeah, an adult red dragon, probably a big group of level 7s, probably could.
Yeah.
But an ancient red dragon at that level?
And then to have 5. And, like, again, you know what sucks even more? The fact that the team is, like, engaged enough to be like, okay, well, there's going to be legendary resistances. How about we try to whittle down the legendary resistances?
Yeah. That's a good tactic.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's what we do.
For anything that's got legendary resistances, a good tactic is, again, not to use your highest levels, but do something enough to warrant burning it.
Yeah, totally.
And, you know, like, a couple of people can be on that task, like a druid or a cleric and or a wizard or something like that. And then when it's done, then you unleash hell.
Yeah.
And then a 4th.
And then there's a 4th. And then it's like, okay, all right, everyone's shocked. And then a 5th. And you know what? Paris is right. A 5th would have just become a 6th.
Like, 6, yeah, 5th would have been a 6.
It just would have become
6
a
would have
6.
been 7.
But, like, again, like, to what end?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To what end?
And, like, man, to wipe, to TPK in the last
as well.
fight.
I know.
That is just devastating.
I know. And they say it was a mini campaign. I don't necessarily know, like, how big.
Doesn't matter if it's a mini campaign. It's still devastating.
Feels bad, doesn't it? Like, to die for no reason.
To die because there's 5 legendary
yeah, but to die for, like, no, like, thematical reason. You know, like, in your one shot, we all died, but that's because there was a reason. Like, there was a thematic reason we all chose to.
Yeah.
This, you just die because your DM throws in an extra 2 fucking legendary resistances.
And you're fighting an ancient red dragon at level 7.
I know.
That's too high.
Yeah. And even with the warning of it's tricky, like, that doesn't, like, tricky and
impossible are 2 different things.
Yeah, and I've just added a couple of extra things.
I just give them a couple of extra.
Well, what episode was it? Was it Unpopular Opinions?
Yeah, where we said legendaries. Legendary resistances kind of stink.
And you know what? We got a comment from someone saying, like, I've just finished a campaign and we had the BBEG fight and I played a bard, and I completely agree with the legendary resistance thing. Like, they said, like, I felt like completely useless playing as a bard, which, like, of course you would.
You either need to hit spells or you're kind of screwed.
But, like, a lot of high level spells are saves.
Like, it just gets more and more as the levels go higher.
Yeah. I love the way you wrote this, Paris.
Yeah.
I feel like
very dramatic.
You wrote this with such drama. Have you thought of writing your own book? Because I'd read it.
I would also read it.
Yeah.
And it'll be called 5 Legendary Resistances.
No, it will be called Liliad Norton Lawrence Morgaster the Fourth.
Very good. Who is Lily?
Lily?
Who is that just something for the one shot, do you think?
Oh yeah, surely.
Yeah. I want to know where the name came from.
If Lily reared her head anywhere else,
you would know more.
Yeah, devastation. Truly devastation.
What was that dragon called in the D&D movie?
Thembershard. Chode.
Themberchode.
He's a little fatty. He's a little fatty Themberchode, I think. Little cute fatty little baby.
Very cute.
Thank you so much, Paris.
Thank you, Paris.
Thank you. That was, you know what? That was a nice little lighthearted.
That was a nice lighthearted.
Yeah, I didn't want to put anything too serious in.
Yeah.
All right. So the counter to the horror story.
The wholesome
is a wholesome story. And this has been sent in by Sheri, and she goes by she, her. Sheri is
Sheri's
another one of the
also a
mods.
mod.
I swear this wasn't planned. These were just like the most recent ones that had come in, and I was like, you know what? These are so perfect. Spoiler, I sent a photo to Sheri of me crying.
No!
Being like, you did this to me. Thanks, Sheri.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Oh my
pardon
God.
my large
Pardon
gaping
him.
mouth.
Pardon him.
Give me a pardon.
Pardon.
Now!
Thank you. So, hey Jack and Mags, this one might be a longish one, so bear with me. It is well worth it, and it is.
Don't worry about it.
The title is My Intro to Deaths in TTRPGs. The first campaign I played was a Pathfinder homebrew setting. My character was a human ranger named Evermore, and this girl was unlucky. What a cool name.
Evermore.
Very
cool.
What a cool name.
Very cool
I
name.
love that. This girl was unlucky. I came into the game at level 6, and in the following years, she died 3 times, in brackets so far.
Interesting. Very, very good.
Luckily, we have a DM that will let us resurrect our characters, provided unique afterlife scenes when we died. A little more intro to help this make sense. 1. She didn't say 1. I'm just saying 1 for the bullet point.
We gotta,
1.
Gotta keep count of them.
She had a fiancé that was traveling around on the opposite side of the world to her, as they had made a pact to explore the world and create a journal for each other before they got married. And 2, characters don't remember the death scenes when we come back from death.
Okay.
In her first death, she was cut in 2 at the waist by a werebear minotaur. Yes, that's correct. In big capital letters, werebear minotaur.
Yeah.
The DM describes my character waking up in her homelands, the Great Grass Sea, where she saw the caravan she recently travelled with in the past. The leader of the caravan was dead on the ground. She wanted to sit and mourn the loss, but ultimately decided she had things to do, and she came back and she was resurrected. Her second death, she was perched on a tree in a combat against slave drivers who had goblins, which we had been asked to rescue.
Mm-hmm.
The problem was she was human. It was night, and she couldn't see a damn thing.
Because dark vision.
Which resulted in her coming down from her perch, only to be slaughtered where she stood by the leaders of the slavers. The DM then described her waking back in her homelands, where a young man approached her. It was her childhood crush, a homestead boy from when she was young. He guided her to hunt with him in the grasslands, and it was a very intimate moment. He asked her if she would stay and hunt with her. She refused and woke up and resurrected again. Finally, her last death. 2 of the party were out of commission for this fight, leaving our wizard, cleric, and Eva to fight. Eva made herself quite the target with her bow, resulting in her being shot through the head, neck, and heart all in 1 round.
Jesus Christ.
She died after the targeted attack to subdue her. This time, she woke up in the Great Grass Sea, and it was right near a little clearing in tall grass. In this clearing, there was a party, and a gentleman stood, beckoning Eva over to him. As she approached him, she immediately recognized it as her fiancé. I was shocked. This could mean that he was dead. The 2 talked, and he asked her to dance. And at this point, the DM described the dancing of my character and her fiancé. This grass clearing with some beautiful music for about 2 minutes. I was sobbing. The DM was sobbing. I'm sobbing. It was absolutely devastating.
You're
sobbing. My character's fiancé had to be dead, and this was where they were meeting for the last time. He asked her to stay with him, and she paused, thinking very hard about it and rolling some wisdom saves here. Ultimately, my character apologized to her fiancé, saying that there was still so much she had to do, and her friends needed her support, so she chose to come back to life. But just before she came to her friends again, her fiancé's, Death's face changed into a scowl. She hadn't danced with her fiancé. She had danced with Death, and she had walked away from them a 3rd time, reincarnated this time. Death had played with her, my feelings. The DM had been crying all the way through, lying to my face all the while, and I was actually scarred. It was an absolutely fantastic twist, and the table was shaken to the core.
Very cool. The dance with death.
Oh man, how cool is that?
That is very cool. I think it's quite. I don't know. I think the last one was quite bad. But, I think it's quite nice, like just recurring through those memories of old.
Yeah,
when you're going through those moments. But that last one was pretty good.
That last one was pretty good.
The scowl of death.
I know, the scowl of death, and I like that twist. And I really like the second one where she died and she just got taken back to her home. And,
hunting.
like a boy that she had a crush on was there. It reminds me of that quote where it's like, I hope death is like falling asleep for a nap in the room across and hearing the laughter in the other room and the music playing. I'm too exhausted for this.
I don't have the mental fortitude for this.
I'm too emotionally unstable for this right now.
It was very good.
It was sad.
Oh, it's sad. Yes, it was sad. You okay?
Hello, sorry.
We're okay now. It's back under control.
I just needed 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sherry.
It's been a lot.
It's been a lot.
It's been a long Christmas period.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week. And that just ended it.
That just took me over the edge, to be honest.
It's just too much.
It's just too much.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Okay, we're back. We're all good.
You know when it's like if you don't laugh you'll cry. That's like my mental state right now.
You know that kid where he's on TV
and he's like
and she's like, you like it? And he's like, yeah. She's like, you okay? And he's like, yeah.
That's fucking us right now.
After reading Evermore dying 3 times.
Man.
Oh, thank you. Aside from that,
I know everyone's gonna be like, "Look, take a break." That's the whole point.
Don't worry.
We're
taking a break. I promise. What a beautiful story.
Great story.
What an absolutely beautiful
story.
And
it's like, it's like making for your characters as a dungeon master, like making death not this like horrible thing.
Yeah.
This thing that's just like, well, you lose. No, it's like, yeah, well, maybe I did lose because there's a chance I don't come back. But in that, there's like a chance for some storytelling. There's a chance for some character development. Like using death as a tool to like show the other characters a little bit about this character. And like give this character maybe a bit of closure, maybe give this character a little bit of information.
Yeah, definitely.
It's great. So well
definitely.
done. Well
I wonder,
done to
like,
that dungeon master.
Sherry, like, what were like the rules for like resurrection, or was it simply like
if you can, it happens?
Yeah, like your character kind of gets the option, because it sounds like each time in this, Evermore did have the option to be like, will you stay with me? Yeah, and obviously she chose no every time. I wonder what it would look like if she did.
Probably would never have known that it was death.
Okay. I'm gonna lose it again. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, this is probably horrible watching. Okay. All right, let's leave it there.
Have you ever seen two people at their wits' end? Have you ever seen two people just on the verge?
Jack had to bring me out my tissues.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful story, Sherry.
I loved it so much.
I did. Honestly, I did. That I know I sent you a photo of me crying reading it the first time. Nothing like this.
It's alright. You get to see it on YouTube now.
Thank you so much, Sherry, for the absolutely beautiful story.
Thank you, Sherry.
Are you still playing Evermore?
Sherry hasn't mentioned Evermore. So
yeah.
I think that might have been like a while ago.
Yeah, to be fair though, it says she's died 3 times in brackets so far.
So far, yeah.
So who knows? Are you still playing Evermore?
Let us know. Let us know if you're still playing Evermore, Sherry.
Thank you so much for your wonderful story, Sherry. Sorry about the crying. So, shall we move on to?
Yes, we shall. We're gonna do a horrible house rule now.
Yes, this is a homebrew house rule. This has been sent in by Nick, and he goes by he, they, and their username is Honeybee Witch. Oh, that's cute.
Thank you very much, Nick.
Thank you very much, Nick. Oh my god, I love this one. Sorry, I've just remembered what this is. I absolutely love this one. Hello, I am quite proud of my homebrew house rule, the composure role. It started in my Regency romance, a la Bridgerton campaign, so being inspired by fainting ladies is a constitution role. Basically, it's similar to a deception role, but it's done to show reactions to an emotion/scenario. It's awesome for roleplay for those big moments, especially if players need a nudge in roleplay.
Okay.
I love that.
How does that work? I don't understand.
A composure role. Like, I'm from what Nick says here, it's like, it's similar to a deception, but it's to show like your reaction
to information.
To something.
Okay.
Like, for example, if someone says like, "Oh yeah, Honeybee Witch is my best friend," and the NPC or the character knows that Honeybee Witch is like the BBEG, they could make like a deception roll to show like a composure roll.
See if there's any cracks in the facade.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, okay.
I love that.
Like a. Yeah, okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. Like, I guess you could say, yeah, it is pretty much like a deception role, right? But at the same time, I feel like
you could do it to like hearing shocking information, like, or like pretending you don't know information. Like you get information and you're like, I already know this, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, like imagine a meeting with like a corrupt NPC.
Yeah.
And
so
then
how well do you hold your nerve?
Yeah, and then like and the corrupt NPC asks you questions, like they might be onto you a little bit, and they ask you questions. And you have to roll the composure roll. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
I really love that. I think you would find more reasons to use it more often than like a deception roll as well.
I think it's similar to a deception check. I just like the verbiage of a composure.
Yeah,
check.
Me too. And I also love the ideas of fainting ladies.
So a Bridgerton campaign, because that's on Netflix, isn't it, Bridgerton?
Yeah, Bridgerton is. I don't
know what it is.
It's like a period drama. It's a really, really popular period drama. Like, we're not really into period dramas, to be honest.
We tried watching The Crown.
Well, we really liked The Crown.
Got a bit boring though.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I really liked it. I think we didn't get onto the banger of a series with Diana in it.
No, we got the one before that. It was season 3 that we
got
to.
Yeah. You know what? I think what changed was when they switched God, how British do we say? British, innit?
British, innit?
When they switched Queen Elizabeth from her young actor to the older actor, and it kind of followed the generation after. I was like, I'm not too bothered, actually.
Yeah, it's tough. Cast changes are tough.
Yeah.
Like, and it's for no other reason than like one might be better than the other. Like I remember when familiarity. I remember when True Detective season 1 with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
Oh my god, so unreal.
Incredible series.
Slow burn. It will take you a little bit of time, but if you get through the whole season,
really good. There's only a few episodes in it.
There's like 8 episodes or something, but it's like an hour long each, so it's like 8 hours. But it was so unbelievably good. And then like it goes into the second one, and then it had what was his name? Colin Firth or Colin Farrell?
Not Firth.
Colin Farrell, the Irish one. Yeah, Colin Farrell. And Vince Vaughn.
Are they not? Yeah.
Vince Vaughn were in the second one. And just it didn't hit the same because
I agree.
Different people.
I really think it's familiarity because like all of those actors in their own right are amazing actors, right? Well, and the actors in The Crown too. I can't recall the name of the actress who played the older Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Incredible actor. But yeah, just the familiarity.
Yeah. And then what was it, Helena Bonham Carter as well?
Yes, Helena Bonham Carter played Margaret.
Who played Margaret, yeah.
Yeah.
She was great.
Yeah, she was incredible. Yeah, great. But
it's just tough. It's a tough sell. It's a tough sell, I think.
Agreed. But yeah, no, Bridgerton is like a period drama. And Regency. Yeah, well, Regency romance, perfectly summed up. Man, I bet that must be an amazing campaign. Like
cool setting.
I absolutely love that. And I love the composure roll. I think that's really
cool. Yeah, it's really cool idea.
Yeah, I like that.
Really like thickens up the role play, I think.
Agree. Yeah, I agree. And well, like Nick says here, like it's really good for giving players a nudge.
Yeah.
To role play. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Nick. What do you guys think? What do you all think?
Very cool.
Think of the rule?
Very cool.
Very nice. Okay, so this is the Am I the Arsehole?
This is the Am I the Arsehole.
Yes.
You are correct.
This is I was gonna say it's slightly lengthy, but it's really not that bad.
It doesn't matter.
So this has been sent in by Clifford, and they use the he, she, they pronouns.
Thank you, Clifford, for your submission.
Thank you so much, Clifford. So, am I the arsehole for arguing with my DM to honor natural 20s? This is the first campaign me and my friend... And, oh my goodness. This is my first time campaign and my friend's first time DMing. Everyone got that?
Everyone clear?
Did I stutter?
Not once. I didn't hear it. You didn't either, did you?
I decided to play a chaotic neutral character because I love to solve combat with persuasion and shenanigans. Since we're playing with a module, the DM wanted to balance this by laying down 2 rules for my character. I need to participate with a party, and a natural 20 wouldn't guarantee success if my requests were too outlandish. I understood and I agreed with these rules. Why do they say they had to... Oh, I was going to say why the need to participate with a party, but chaotic neutral, I guess. As I started engaging in some playful shenanigans, I would roll a natural 20, but nothing would happen and it would be dismissed. I tried to keep both rules in mind when role-playing, but I would always fail. I got frustrated because we wouldn't deviate from the module, which made me feel like my creative thinking was being squandered. For the first time, I mentioned my frustrations to the DM. In response, they said that my shenanigans would have made the 2-hour encounter 15 seconds. They also refused to tell me the DC for roles as they disliked metagaming. It became my responsibility to ask how hard my actions were, and they would give a vague, "It's pretty hard." I messaged the DM again about my frustrations, saying that the guest DC doesn't work for me, and not everything in the module has to be completed. They denied doing everything in the module and reminded me that I agreed to those 2 rules. They also said that it's not fun for them if an encounter where I'm supposed to lose doesn't happen because I got a natural 20.
Supposed to lose?
Yeah. I got more frustrated as they admitted my rolls didn't matter as I was supposed to lose. I accused them of cheating and that they wouldn't give me a DC because there wasn't one. They denied and they said that nat 20s aren't automatic successes and a 21 can beat a nat 20. Although this is my first time playing D&D, I watch lots of Dimension 20. I referenced how Brennan Lee Mulligan honors nat 20s and it still feels fun. They got upset saying comparing Brennan to them, a first-time DM, is unfair and that I'm expecting too much from D&D. They called me selfish for trying so many shenanigans for the first-time DM and that I'm the most difficult and annoying player. I apologized and I begged to stay in their group as I don't think I'll find another group. I stopped doing shenanigans and I feel more withdrawn from roleplay. Unless the DM specifically asks me to do something, I just continue dialogue and I avoid making jokes or flavouring actions because I'm worried that my actions ruin the session for the DM and other players. I know that I agreed to the rules and my shenanigans are selfish, but I'm not having fun anymore. I just want to kill my character and make it a fighter because I get no use out of my skills and it just seems to be combat and dry, pre-written dialogue. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like a mess.
It sounds like a mess.
Yeah, this whole situation really sounds like a mess.
Like, I do get sometimes the, like, when you especially get, like, later on in the game, like natural 20s, and because when some DCs get high,
you have modifiers, etc., etc.
Modifiers do become a thing.
Yeah, totally.
And I think in terms of saving throws and attack rolls, natural 20s, well, should always succeed. Yeah. In terms of skill checks, that's when it comes.
Yeah, totally.
That's when it's like, because you can't critically fail a skill check and you can't critically succeed a skill check.
I agree. You know, getting a natural 20 and then let's say you have like a plus 11 in stealth means like, listen, you're probably going to hit that DC.
Yeah.
But you know, seeing at later game things with DCs like 25 plus is quite common.
Yeah. But like the whole thing here, there's like contradictions from the Dungeon Master all over the place.
Yeah.
Like the whole like, it's tough because it was so long. But the bit where they say that like the pre-written part of it, and I'm not going to give you the DC. If you don't want to give the DC, that's absolutely fine. But when you also say you're supposed to fail, then you're like,
I know.
Well, then
I know.
Like, why are you having me roll? Like, if I'm supposed to like not succeed this, and I understand there are some parts in like campaigns where you shouldn't succeed. Yeah. Like, and it isn't unwinnable, but it's not unwinnable from a narrative perspective.
Yes.
It's unwinnable from a like, they are just far stronger than us.
Yeah.
This is it could be a miracle win, but 99% of the time we're going to lose this fight, thus making it unwinnable.
Yeah, and because we don't know exactly what pre-written module this is, and to be fair, we don't really have any experience with pre-written modules, there might be parts in the module where it's like, okay, like they have to fail this certain thing, but it probably doesn't have like a role associated with it. And like it's really hard as well, Clifford, not knowing exactly what your shenanigans are. Although you do say like my shenanigans are chaotic and they are selfish. My first read on this genuinely is everyone kind of sucks here.
Yeah, I think the problem is as well, like if you have a first time DM who's running a module and is like unwilling to budge from what is planned, then that can feel kind of bad. But it's like at the same time, if that's the case, then that DM should be able to do that. Because, you know, first time DMing is tough.
Yes.
And if you've got a plan in your head and you don't want to deviate from it because it's what we got planned, then fair enough. But also, I just genuinely believe here that you and this dungeon master are just not a good fit.
God, completely.
Because, you know, it like my table or a lot of tables, like, yeah, this is what we've got planned, but if you can work your way around it with successful rolls and a successful plan, I'm totally cool with that. But I understand that some people aren't that flexible, and that's
completely
not their fault. But you shouldn't be punished for wanting to try.
No, agreed.
And like then it comes into the play of like, well, you're supposed to fail, and it's like,
then why even make me try anyway?
Why am I trying?
Yeah, why make me try anyway? And like, it's hard as well because the rules were set out in the beginning, and
the rules are the rules,
and the facts are the facts. Like you agreed to the rules beforehand, and this is kind of like what we say about any rule really. If it's been agreed upon and it's clear what the rules are in the beginning,
counterpoint,
go. Counterspell.
Counterpoint. If they weren't all first-time players and don't know what they like and don't like.
I know.
But that's the same for the DM as well.
Yeah.
It's like, if this was more of a seasoned player and a seasoned DM, then we were having disputes further down the line, then I can see it. But if you just join a game
and you don't know what
don't know what you like, and then you feel like you're just being put in a box, then I get it.
It feels bad.
So my counter-argument to everyone sucks here is actually nobody is in the wrong.
Do you think it's just like an experience
I think
thing?
It's an experience thing where everyone is so new and they
just don't know what to expect.
Clifford and the DM are actually realizing their playstyles at the same time and realizing that they just are not compatible. And that's fine. And
that is a very, very normal thing. Yeah. And like, you know,
your first group is rarely your forever group.
Oh, like genuinely. And I think that's something that's not said enough. And it's really hard because, again, I think maybe this is me just projecting, but like I hear shenanigans and I hear the DM saying that like you make it really hard for them to do these things. I feel like a trap that first players fall into is they see mischievous characters, however they're portrayed, and they go, I'm going to do that. But they don't know how to execute it properly. Yeah. And then shenanigans actually becomes into something far worse than that kind of for everyone. And I feel like that is probably a learning curve because we've all done it.
We've all done it.
We've all done it.
Yeah, to be like the rebellious character or like the non-conforming character and stuff like that.
Yeah, the one who picks the fights, the one who
we've all done it.
Tries the stupid things. And I like, how were you to know that if you haven't been in that environment
in a game before? Just a game full stop.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean. Like, and we all live and we all learn and we all like grow and change and we all realize what we do, what our likes and don't likes.
Totally. And especially through D&D.
And like, again, it is so common. Like people are like, well, I tried D&D and it was shit. And it's just like, well, you obviously just weren't at the right table.
Yeah, you probably weren't at the right table.
You were most likely just at the wrong table.
Indeed.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like people, like, as soon as their way of playing isn't catered for, they're like, well, maybe I don't like D&D. It's just like, no,
exactly.
You're just at the wrong table.
Again, something that just isn't said enough.
Yeah.
The fact that like the first table you play at will be, oh my God, so different to any other table you play at 100%. Ever. And honestly, Clifford, it sounds like here, you know, you even say here, like, I've stopped doing things that I enjoy. I've withdrawn from role play. Like, I just want to kill my character. Yeah. Like, hey, we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there. And what I say to that is, no D&D is better than bad D&D.
And it's not that this is bad D&D, it's just bad D&D for you.
Totally. Yeah, totally. It doesn't sound like your DM's done anything like hateful or
no, but but I see where you're coming from. Like, I am a creative. When it comes to playing, I do like to push the bounds. Like in Matthew's first session, like I put on a disguise, infiltrated this guy's house, and then just took a chance and started a conversation with this guy who I thought was like corrupt.
Yeah.
And Matthew like allowed me to do that.
Yeah.
But a dungeon master who's like not comfortable with things going off piece
totally
would probably be like,
that was really difficult for me.
Yeah, it was really difficult for me. And it's just like, well, then I am not the player for you.
Totally.
You are not the dungeon master for me. That is fine.
Yeah. You know what? I completely agree with you. I rescind that everyone sucks here. And I think, I
understand why you said it though.
Well, I think this is just a lack of experience from both of you. And Clifford, honestly, I know you say like you begged to go back and you begged for them not to kick you out because you don't think you're going to find another group. I promise you will.
The Discord.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah, 100%.
Find a group in the Discord.
There's groups in the Discord, and even if not that, if you're turning up and you're having a really bad time,
it's not good.
Yeah, your time's finite. Don't waste it doing something that you're not enjoying.
You will find another game.
You will. Oh my God, 100% you will. And the same to your DM. Like, it sounds like you're both really frustrated here.
Yeah.
And I hope that the both of you can move on either together. You can work out a middle ground, or like, you kind of go both these separate ways, which it sounds like maybe you should.
Maybe, yeah. I think that's probably the best.
Yeah, indeed. Well, thank you for your submission, Clifford. All right. What is the next?
Unpop. So I got written down here.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion.
That's what it is. It's unpopular, innit? It's an D&D hot take, as I like to try. Stop trying to make D&D hot take happen.
Stop trying to make D&D hot take happen, Matt.
So this is an unpopular opinion, and this has been sent in by Jason, and he goes by he, him.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you very much, Jason.
Hello, my name is Jason. I have been listening for a while, and my hot take is, if you think the Ranger is underpowered, you're not trying. I have had a devastating character with just the base build of a Ranger. If you don't know the properly equipped build or how to make a character, that's okay. But don't say the whole class is broken or needs to be rewritten. You're not trying hard enough to make it a viable class for yourself.
Ooh.
Oh, I feel like that is a little bit of a hot take.
I think that is a little bit of a hot take. And I've got a few reasons as to why, but please go.
I think Jason is correct to a degree, but the varying levels of buy-in you have to have from yourself and the DM is quite a lot.
Yes.
Like, if we're talking about, oh God, especially Ranger before the like Beastmaster,
like PHB Beastmaster.
Yeah, and honestly, even Rangers prior to 1D&D, like if you're just simply talking about that at any like standard game, no buy-in from the DM, no exceptions from the DM, I don't agree with this. What's your
So the thing is, it all depends on difficulty of table, because if you've got like a relatively easy table, then you can, make a pretty devastating character quite easily.
No matter what it is.
But I have to disagree, because I think before Xanathars, when the Gloomstalker came out, which is still to this day
absolutely the best damage
dealer in terms of Ranger.
Agreed.
It was underpowered.
Yeah, I agree.
And
very
again,
much so.
Things like the Beastmaster Ranger, where it has to use its action to allow its companion to attack. It was just bad. The thing is, all of its things, with, like you said, buy-in from the DM, favored enemy, favored terrain, things like that.
Yeah.
Like, if used well, like look, Vexalia, PHB Beastmaster Ranger, Matthew Mercer put in favored enemies, put in favored terrain, quite a lot. Like, there was a lot for her to do.
Let her put Trinket away.
And let her put Trinket away and into the ball.
Oh,
hey!
Yeah!
And, like, that made Vex feel useful, feel strong, feel like she was a Ranger, because she, like, it's in, like, the animated series at the end of the first season, where she's like, because there's a dragon.
They
were the moments.
Totally.
But obviously, dragons became such a huge part of the campaign. And that made Vex super viable.
Yes, totally.
So I think
that was a lot of buy-in, and that was a lot of having to really think to give her the space to shine.
But at the same time, Trinket useless.
Oh.
Trinket,
Trinket
absolutely
noises.
useless.
Oh, yeah.
Sadly, because he just didn't scale well, and that's the whole problem with it. And also fucking action economy. Yeah. Even Matt tried to give Trinket armor, as you can see, that like made his attacks better and stuff like that, but he was still not good. It's like, so I understand where you're coming from.
I do too. And because this is so table dependent.
Table dependent.
So table dependent. For example, one of us played a ranger at your table. You absolutely would make those accommodations for us.
Yeah.
And you know what? I played a Gloomstalker ranger in Lynn's campaign, but that's the point. I played a Gloomstalker ranger.
Yes.
And I also multi-classed out of Gloomstalker ranger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wish, Jason, you'd given like an example of like what the actual build.
I mean, it sounds like it's a PHB standard build.
Yeah.
And like if you pick the right feat and have the stats in the right place and get a decent magic weapon, then I can probably see it being totally viable.
Yeah, I think that's the word though, viable.
Viable.
Like I can see it being viable, and like a strong damage dealer. I don't necessarily know about like devastating. Jason, let us know what your ranger was. I want to see.
Like it's like the things like you compare it to like a fighter. Like let's just say it was like is the Arcane Archer fighter? Yeah.
Yes.
Like even with like
a fighter.
Like they have action surge.
Yeah.
Like you don't have that. You get extra attack.
Yeah.
You get hunter's mark.
Rogues, they get sneak attack.
You don't like that's kind of it.
yeah, I know. And I know Ranger has like some magic and stuff like that too. Like they're a half caster,
they are fucking limited spell slots for dealing damage. They're hunter's mark spell slots, really.
Yeah, I do you think this is unpopular?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think this is, but again, it's so hard because it is.
It's so table dependent.
It's so like combat dependent.
DM dependent.
How many combats do you have a day? How hard are the combats?
Yeah.
What's your party composition?
Yeah.
Is someone casting haste on
you? Are you a melee ranger?
Yeah,
Are you not just like a ranged ranger?
Yeah.
Because they're also viable.
Yeah. I also don't know how I feel about the connotation of you're not trying hard enough.
It's an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
It's an unpopular opinion.
Jason, send us your ranger build. I want to see your ranger build. I want to see it.
The dog's staring at you.
Oh,
Gives you a 0.9.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He's
like,
just woken up. And oh dear me.
Hello.
Oh, Jason, please send us your ranger build. I want to look at it.
Yeah, just send us a ranger build.
Send it. Ranger build. Thank you, Jason, so much for your unpopular opinion. What do you think? What do you all reckon? Are we missing something?
Is the ranger super viable?
Yeah. Is the ranger not even viable? I think the ranger is absolutely viable. Yeah. Is there something we're missing? Is there any ideas you have
to
make the ranger like devastating? Let me know.
There's many things.
I'd like to know.
No.
Oh dear, he's in prison.
We're on our last one. We're on our last one. You just wait.
All right. Dear. Well, yeah. This last one.
Yeah.
This is an advice.
This is an advice.
Oh, this is a nice one to end it on, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this advice has been sent in by Briz, and he goes by he, him.
Thank you, Briz.
Thank you, Briz. Hi guys, I have been a lurker in the Discord for a bit, and I figured I would finally ask for some advice.
Where the lurkers at?
I
want to know if you're a lurker in the Discord. Comment down below if you're a lurker in the Discord.
I'm a lurker. I'm
a lurker.
Yeah, you are, yeah.
I am like king lurker.
Yeah. I'm a lurker outside of my own Discord. Even then, in my own Discord, I'm a lurker.
I'm a lurker in my own Discord.
Hey, we love the lurkers.
Love the lurkers.
Literally, it's the whole society is built upon our lurkers. To be honest,
just lurk away.
Entity, keep your job going.
Entity. Continue to lurk.
I've been totally hooked on shows like Critical Role and Dimension 20, and I'm itching to dive into playing D&D myself. The thing is, I've only ever watched, never played, and I could use some help getting started. I know the basics of character creation, but the idea of all different feats overwhelms me. I've tried finding games online and even in the Discord, but either no one answers or when I see it, people have already been selected for the group. I'm super socially awkward, but I so desperately want to play that I'm willing to push that aside. And I also just really want to make some friends as well. Thank you for any advice in advance.
Okay.
Oh, Briz, I feel like this is such a common thing.
I put this in because I want to say, get Briz in the group.
Go on.
Discord members, Discord DMs, get Briz. in your group.
I'm not certain what Briz's Discord handle is. Briz, make yourself known.
Briz,
Migs you.
Is it Briz?
Briz,
make yourself known in the Discord and in the comments down below.
Yeah.
And one of the DMs, if there's an open spot or you're about to start a new campaign, get Briz involved.
Yeah,
let's get the community rallying around some of these new players who've never been able to play.
Totally. There has actually been quite a few dungeon masters posting in the Discord recently. Again, like, it's one of these things where the games go up, they do go very quickly. Like, I can't lie, because we all know there's a DM shortage everywhere.
Posting like D&D general chat or something, like Briz,
say,
where
like,
you at, and then Briz, make yourself known, and we can get you in a game.
Yeah, definitely. But this is such a common thing.
Yeah, super common thing.
Probably it's hard because getting into D&D is difficult. Like, especially if you don't have the people around you who are interested in it. We were just lucky enough to have that.
Yeah. And in terms of feats,
yes,
because I don't know what class you're playing, Briz, I'm gonna need you to like DM me. I don't normally like people DMing me on Discord, but DM me who you are gonna play, like what class or whatever, and I'll give you some of the best feats.
Yeah,
because it's
totally.
like I could give you like, Warcaster for spellcasters, unbelievable.
Yeah, Warcaster for casters, always a good shout.
Sharpshooter for any like ranged character, unbelievable.
Yep.
Great weapon master
for melee,
unbelievable.
If you are melee, consider Sentinel.
Sentinel
is a great one.
Mobile for like a monk or a rogue.
Yeah,
unreal.
Yeah.
Things like that. You know what I mean? And then you could like
keen mind if you like remembering things.
Yeah. What you just said, the one that you just said. Well, not mobile with crossbow expert, so you can like shoot in melee and then move away. Such a great combo.
Dual wielder if you want to be able to wield two
dual wielder, but then also take the fighting style dual wielder.
Yeah. So the feats is something that is kind of, well, it is very character specific.
Yeah. But shoot me a message and we'll talk about your feats.
Yeah,
and let's get Briz in a group.
Yeah.
Let's get these new players who've never played before.
Yeah.
Who we want to have a good experience for the first time.
Totally.
Let's get them in a group in Discord.
Yeah,
so Briz, make yourself known. DMs who need players, make yourself known.
Yeah.
And let's
get Briz in a game.
Let's get Briz in a game.
Sure. Now, in terms of things of like getting started, I don't know. Again, it's just going to be like super blanket statements, I feel like, and things to get you started.
I think in terms of getting started, in terms of like maybe like a character concept or something like that. Think about all of the characters that you love. Like, you like Critical Role and things like that. Do you like Not the Brave? Do you want to play a rogue?
Yeah.
Like, do you like The Last Airbender? Play a monk.
Yeah.
Do you love Legolas? Play a ranger.
Yeah.
Sorry, play a fighter. Aragorn, a ranger. Like, think about all of these like really stereotypical, brilliant characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Famous like fantasy RPG characters.
Totally.
And just play something like that.
Yeah, so definitely think of what resonates with you the most, and whatever you think of, there's going to be a class that's similar to it.
What excites you?
Yeah, what excites you?
What gets the juices flowing?
Yeah. And I'm not sure if you want some advice in terms of like creating like a backstory, in terms of building a character that is strong. To be honest, if you could send like a follow-up, we could maybe give you some more.
Or you could do a character creation follow-up.
Yeah.
We could do it live on Twitch.
Yeah, we could do it on. Yeah, like that. We can definitely give you some more pointed advice if we know kind of what it is you're looking for.
Yeah.
But some advice I would always give to new players is don't worry too much about what you're doing. No one is judging you. No one is paying particular attention to you. Everyone is so caught up in what they're doing.
Agreed.
They're not going to worry. They're not going to be worrying about what you're doing.
And don't feel like you've got to turn up to session 1 with like everything about your backstory.
Yep.
Like, look at like Sam, Not the Brave. Like, just made up the fear of water like there and then, and it became this massive part of his backstory.
Yeah.
Like, just have a character concept and a few like vague ideas, and they will just thicken out and materialize as the plot goes on.
Definitely.
Because you aren't going to touch on your backstory in session 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
It might be 10, 20, 30, 40 sessions before you touch your backstory.
Absolutely.
So just like come in with a concept and then just let it thicken itself out.
Yeah, I agree. Don't feel like you have to know everything about the game, the mechanics, everything. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Like
that's what the Discord's for as well.
Yeah, 100%. Like, but even at your table, if you're in the middle of a game and someone says something you're unsure of, don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Everyone was new. Everyone had to learn these things.
Yeah, yeah.
And finally, kind of the advice that we gave to Clifford in the Am I the Arsehole? Even the first game you play might not be your forever table, and that's okay.
It's absolutely fine.
That's fine.
Other games out there.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, after you get your first game under your belt and, you know, you actually have some experience.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe it's like, sadly, you know, the whole job thing. It's like most have experience.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to get a job?
I know.
Luckily in the Discord, most DMs are like, don't care about experience.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm happy to teach you, which is why the Discord is so good for new players.
Yeah, totally.
Because, you know, we all understand that not everyone's been able to play, and we are super new player friendly in terms of like our views.
Yeah.
So most people who DM in our Discord are as well. So,
yeah. Like, the first table you play at might not be the same. There might be might not. Oh my god!
Might not be the perfect table.
But the perfect table, and D&D is an experience thing.
Yeah.
You will learn what you like as you go, and no D&D is better than bad D&D.
You might play a class that you end up fucking hating.
Totally.
And that's super common.
That's so normal.
And it's okay.
So
okay.
normal. And that's kind of it. Again, if you want more pointed advice, please let us know.
Yeah. And do hit me up and I'll tell you the best bits.
Yeah, I
let's get Briz in the game.
Come on.
Let's get Briz in the game.
Get
Briz in the game.
BRIS.
Hashtag get Briz in the game.
Hashtag free Briz.
Hashtag free Briz.
And that's it. That's it. That's everything. That's kind of the whole roster. We were going to create a character, but time just kind of got away from us.
Didn't have time,
to be honest with you. But I think that we've timed that kind of perfectly.
Yeah.
Really,
it's all good.
Yeah.
Did you like the balloons?
Did you like the balloons?
Give me the balloon emoji in the comments down below.
Oh, I was. You know what? I was like, we don't have a balloon emoji. Yeah, no.
Before I even stopped speaking.
Standard.
Give me the balloon emoji down below. I hope you like them.
Yeah, I think they look so cool.
Don't know what we're gonna do with them now.
I was gonna say, what are we gonna do with them now?
No idea.
Should we suck the helium out of them and do funny voices? Should we do that now?
No.
We spent too much money.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with them?
Do you want to know what? Somebody commented on a short of us from literal months ago, like months and months and months and months ago.
Oh my god, how weird is that?
And we had to speed up the clip a little bit to get it into 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And this person was like, "You guys sound like you're on helium."
How weird? How weird
is that?
How weird is that?
It's not really that weird.
No. Well, yeah, I know, but like the timing of it's kind of strange. Are you in our walls? Oh my god, they're in our walls.
That person is the entity.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I guess that's kind of it. Speaking of the entity, there is some exciting stuff coming.
There is some exciting entity news coming very soon.
News of the wearable variety, I think I can say. We're finalizing some stuff, and we'll let you know about that soon.
We sure are.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting us get to 100 episodes.
Thank you for 100.
Yeah, I'm sorry if this was a little bit rocky.
Margaret's fucking minty bee in the middle of it.
A little bit rocky, but hey, what's life without?
Hey, this is just we're just real ones, you know.
Yeah.
The Eldritch Podblast, the real ones.
That's what they say.
That's what they say about us, the real ones.
Please join us on Twitch this Sunday for our very first stream.
I'm excited to see you there. I want to see you coming and talking to us and chatting to us.
We'd love to chat with you.
Asking us questions and having a good, silly, goofy time.
Yeah,
having a hoo-ha.
A hoo-ha.
A big old hoo-ha.
A hoo-ha.
All right?
I hope you're still not drinking shots every single time we say hoo and ha.
Hoo-ha.
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 You probably could have had this yesterday on New Year's Eve, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Hoo-ha.
It's the Eldritch Podblast drinking game.
Well, all right, yeah, that's it.
www.eldritchpodblast.co.uk. Go and pick up some merch. Not yet for one single t-shirt, but soon there will be another design on there. Our Hellbound Etsy store is down below in the comments. Go and pick something up from there. Code Podblast will get you 10% off anything that you buy.
Yes, we are not shipping any orders, however, until the week of next week. Yeah, the week of the 8th.
If you buy something now, it'll be shipped out next week.
Yeah.
Like the video, subscribe if you haven't. I wanted 4K by this point. I wonder if we got it.
You know what? We only mentioned 4K in Thursday's episode.
Never.
Yeah.
Well, we might have got there. If we got there.
Who knows? I think we mentioned it far too late in the game.
Hit the bell to be notified when we upload a video on a Monday and a Thursday. Comment down below with a balloon emoji and freedom for Buzz.
Blizz. No. Briz. Oh my God.
Let's find Briz a party. I love you.
I love you.
Bully loves you.
Mm-hmm.
We've been the Eldritch Podblast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what episode is next, so I'm going to see you next time. Bye.